right, lads, welcome back to another episode of Ben Does FM on my Millwall save on the updated 25-26 database. Before we get into the episode, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has followed me on all social media platforms over the last week or so, and everyone who has subscribed to the channel. We're putting a huge amount of content out there for you guys at the moment across the YouTube channel and all social media platforms. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel. It will mean a huge amount. Please do go and follow all the social media platforms as well. If you know of anyone who loves Football Manager content, please share the channel with them. Or if you know a Millwall fan that might like this in terms of how we're getting on in this save, please share it with them. In terms of the last episode, we had a pretty decent run of things. We had two London derbies, one against Watford, one against the Train Spotters, and then we had a playoff game against Hull City. In those games, we scored 13 goals and picked up 9 points. As you can see on the screen now, we've gone on a bit of a run since then, and the Lions are in the playoffs. Let's get into this episode. So, guys, as I just mentioned, the last episode was an absolute banger. If you haven't checked that out already, please go and have a look at it. Please go and watch it. As I just said, we had two London derbies, a game against Watford, a game against Charlton, and a playoff game against Hull. As I mentioned on the introduction, we scored 13 goals across those games. This has all come around, as you can see here, since the tweak in formation slightly. We had been playing two holding midfielders in a 5-3-2. So we were playing something that looked a little bit, well, it did look like this. If I can actually drag Luke Cundle in here, for whatever reason that wasn't working. We did that. We had a little tweak in formation. We pushed him into an attacking midfielder role or a support striker role. We went with one holding midfielder then, a shadow striker role, sorry, and we went with one holding midfielder. That has completely changed our run of fixtures. It's completely changed the way we've played. And as you can see here, apart from a blip against Wrexham, we have been absolutely tearing teams apart. We've also not been conceding many goals. And because of that, we have booked our playoff spot. We are in fifth at the moment. We've got 2 games left in terms of the season. We've got QPR at home and Coventry away. They are pretty much dead rubbers. Well, they are dead rubbers now. It's only going to be, we can't catch Southampton. We can't finish 6th. So we are going to be playing Bristol City in the playoffs. Hoping this change of formation has completely transformed things. It has so far. We're going to stick with it, see how we get on. And we're going to, go into the playoffs in some cracking form. In this episode, we're going to play the last 2 games. We might play the playoff games as well. We've got some transfers to talk you through. The released youngsters from the Premier League side, that has happened. We have made some signings for next season. They are all youngsters, so nothing that's going to affect the first team immediately, but I'll run through those with you as well. So we'll get into the main episode. So then, lads, in terms of transfers, for those of you that don't know, around April time, you will get notification from your director of football or your chief scout to say that Premier League teams have started to release their youngsters or set them for release. At that point, I always recommend taking a look at those players, certainly when you're doing lower league saves. If you're in the National League, in League 2, some of the players that we've signed here will definitely be good enough for your team, and you can pretty much build a whole new squad around the youngsters that the Premier League teams set for release. If you're in the Championship like we are at the moment, these players are just basically good to hoard. It's a good way to get high reputation players in, obviously on free transfers. Once you've done that, stick them in the youth team, loan them out. Some might be good to be in around the squad, some maybe not, maybe in more longer term. But normally these players come in, as I say, with high reputations, and you can turn them over for decent profit. Obviously, you sign them on a free. Moving forward, you can look to sell them. We'll just go through them quickly. As you can see here, we're pretty much taking the whole Man United under 21 team. We've got Jack Kingdon coming in. He's a centre-half. 1.5 star of current ability, up to 4 star of potential. Says he's going to be a Championship standard player in the future. As you can see here, certainly got a lot of developing to do. But at 18 years old, he can certainly grow into a player for us in the future. Jack Morehouse, someone I'm very familiar with on Football Manager. As I say, when I do lower league saves, he always gets released by United. I will 9 times out of 10 pick him up, and he's normally a pretty decent player. He will progress into someone that a few clubs will be interested in. Again, 1.5 star of current ability, 4 star of potential. We've got Ashton missing again. Youngster, 17 years old, 1.5 star current ability, 4.5 star. Says there he can improve a lot. He could be someone we might get in and around the first team next season if we're still in the Championship. But yeah, he's someone else that we're getting in on a free transfer. Ethan Williams, that contract is going through at the moment. He's got a huge reputation in this game. Well, actually, I'm saying that was based on the not updated, the sort of original version of this game, the not updated database. Again, 18 years old, 2 star current ability, 4 star potential, can play on either wing and up front. And then we have also got Yusuf Akamrich potentially. No, he's done. Sorry, Yusuf Akamrich is coming in from Spurs. Play either wing and up front. Again, someone I'm very familiar with in my lower league saves when I play this. 1.5 star, again, 4 star current ability. So he will be someone coming in from Tottenham. Another transfer I'm just going to highlight to you because I'm quite excited about this one. It was going to depend where we are come the end of the playoffs. Gautier Ott. He came through a scout report. We have put a bid in for him at the moment. It says 3 star of current ability and potentially a Premier League player. Now, we've put a bid in for him. As you can see here, he is wanted by some top European sides. If we can pull this off for fairly cheap, it's going to be a bit of a coup. Even if we are in the Premier League, he's someone who could do a job for us. And again, at 22, he's got room to grow into that potential. But as I said, he's wanted by a whole host of top European sides. Yeah, if we can get him, I'll be very happy. In terms of how we structured this deal, I'll just go into that for you. So 300k up front, we've got nearly $500,000 in the transfer budget, so that works. And then we've put some add-ons, some instalments, and some league appearances. So when he makes 50 league games for us, they will get 125 grand. So all in all, about 925k. But someone I'm quite excited about, as I said. Let's actually just go into how he's playing this season. 11 goal contributions in the second tier of Portugal. But yeah, I'm really excited. The fact that all these clubs in Europe are after him tells me there's a player in there. That's the transfers that we've been doing. Let's get into that first game against QPR to finish off the season. Let's see where we can, where we can get to. We're going to make some changes in these last 2 games. We're going to give some of the younger players a run out. Thinking like Ivanovic, who hasn't played a huge amount for us this season, he's going to play. We are going to be looking at the playoff games. We're going to try and rest a few players, and play some players that haven't got a huge amount of game time. Let's get into it. So, as we were just continuing to the QPR game, a couple of transfer bits of news for you. The one we wanted, the one I was hoping we would conclude, Gautier Ott is going to be joining us at the end of the season. So I'm really excited about that one. As we said before, was wanted by a whole host of top European clubs, can play either wing, decent Championship player, decent Premier League player in terms of potential, has got a fairly low value at the moment. I think that will shoot right up when he signs for us. Obviously, if we're in the Premier League, then that'll be even bigger. Really excited about that one. So he'll be joining us at the end of the season. And Ethan Williams, as we said, that was going through when we went through the Man United released youngsters last time. But yeah, Gautier Ott is a Millwall player, and so is Ethan Williams. So last couple of games of the season, as I mentioned, QPR at home first. We are going to make some changes for this fixture. We're going to get a few of the players in who haven't been playing a great deal. Obviously, towards the end of the season, that run in for us to try and make that playoff position like we had, it was all about digging out results. So we were pretty much playing our strongest available 11 that we could in each game. We are going to make some changes in this one. I wanted to play Marcel Lochter. We signed in the last episode, or maybe the one before that. I wanted to try and sign him. He's just picked up a hand injury, which is a little bit annoying. So it is going to be Matty Sarkic in goal. Centre half, we can't make a huge amount of changes here just because we don't have a massive amount of options. But we are going to go. Danny Mack is going to play right centre half. We're going to go Crammer in at the middle of the three. I'm going to keep Reece Williams on the left hand side of the three at the back. Right wing back, we are going to go Jefferson Paz. Defensive midfield, we are going to play Billy Mitchell. Wing back on the left hand side, we're going to go Adam Mayer. No, we're not. We are going to go Joe Bryan. Attacking midfield, wide right, we're going to go Triple B. We haven't seen him in this formation yet. Be interesting to see how he gets on. Dan Kelly in the support striker role. Little bit of, something to highlight here with Dan Kelly. He's wanted by Brighton. Yeah, I think we might struggle to keep hold of him. His value is up to 13.5 million. I would look to be getting around 20 if I can. But yeah, he's potentially a Premier League player. Brighton are looking, well, they're interested in him. I'd imagine they'll probably put a bid in for him this summer. We'll see if we can keep hold of him. But Dan Kelly's going to start in the support striker position. Then we are going to play Negley wide left. And up top, as I said, we are going to play Mihailo Ivanovic. That is quite a weakened side, or quite a few changes to what we would probably play. But yeah, that's what we're going to go with. See how we get on against QPR at home. Early highlight. Let's see if it's going to be for us or for them. Yeah, be interesting to see how the rotation or the squad players get on in this game. Yeah, quite a few haven't had any game time really for us. So yeah, be interesting to see how we get on. I will go through the tactical changes or the formation again in a little bit more detail. I'll probably go through it before the playoff game for you guys just to show you what I've done, how I've tweaked it. I haven't really changed too many player roles, but I have changed a few things into some of the players, like defensive midfielder, for example. And obviously, I've moved the attacking midfielder into a shadow striker, but I'll just show you what I've done there. Anyway, first highlight for the Lions, it looks like. Let's see what we can do. Billy Mitchell in the box, 1-0, great strike. The rotation players are even tearing it up in this formation change. I just can't believe the change it has made to the side. But yeah, 1-0 to Millwall. Always nice to beat QPR. Great goal from Billy Mitchell, actually. Be interesting to see how he gets on in this new position. But yeah, 1-0 Millwall. Another highlight here for the Lions. Corner, see if we can get anyone on the end of this. Negley whips it in. Crammer. I thought it had gone in. That was an absolute pinball machine there. Didn't know what had happened. In the end, I think we probably should have scored. The fact it's just gone out. Looks like we missed the target. We probably should have scored there, but it looks like we're going to go in. I really need to shut my mouth. I was about to say, it looks like we're going to go in 1-0 up. Now it looks like QPR are going to have a late opportunity. They've got him behind us here. See if we can hang on to this lead. Matty Sarkic has produced an unbelievable save there. Far too easy for QPR. I made 2 or 3 passes and they're in behind us. See if we can defend this corner just before half time. And it looks like we have. But yeah, an unbelievable save there from Matty Sarkic. Looks like we will be going in 1-0 up. Right, into the second half then, fellas. Yeah, 1-0 up at half time. Pretty much dominated the game. Couple of pot shots from QPR. Good save at the end of that first half from Matty Sarkic. But pretty much controlled it in terms of the stats. Doesn't look like there's a great deal of quality out there looking at the match rating. So I'm going to make some changes in a minute. In fact, I'm going to make them changes now. Give the players at least 20 minutes. Mihailo's coming off. He's really struggled. Giving the Arne some game time. Dan Kelly struggled in this one, so Luke Cundall's going to come on. Take Joe Bryan off Wilson Esbrand. Let's bring Sukic. What have I done there? Bring Suchek on for Billy Mitchell. And that will do for now. But yeah, disappointing. Mihailo has really disappointed this season. He hasn't played a huge amount, as I said, but when he has, he really hasn't taken his opportunities. QPR have a corner here. Can we defend it? Reece Williams has won the first header. Yeah, just been a bit disappointed with Mihailo. It's one of those ones. It's gonna. I don't want to say it because obviously I want to. They've got a penalty. What I was going to say, and I'll just talk through it whilst the penalty is going to be taken. If we go up, Mihail's going to struggle to get into the side next year. Matty Sarkic, what a save. 1-0 lead remains intact. And I will go back to what I was saying about Mihailo Ivanovic. Yeah, if we do go up, big if, but yeah, if we do, it's going to be a struggle for him to get in the side. We are almost certainly going to have to send him out on loan. Where to, I don't know. But another quick highlight here. See what's going to happen. Three of us nicking it. We haven't been great in this game. They have had more of the highlights than we have. We've only had one. They obviously had a penalty as well, as we've just seen. So we haven't been fantastic, but we're winning again. Looks like it's going to be a late opportunity here for QPR, and it's 1-1. Heatherton has scored his first goal of the season in the 87th minute against us here. We haven't been very good in this game. The changes don't seem to have done us much good. We haven't really been very good in this game. Yeah, QPR, the late equaliser. I'm not too downbeat. As I said, we have made a lot of changes. Just disappointing. Players that have come in haven't really done it for us in this game. As I say, they haven't had a lot of game time, as I keep mentioning. So, see if we can nick it at the death, though, here. Paz, it's gone in. It's gone in. We have nicked it at the death. 2-1. Always nice beating QPR. As I keep saying, we haven't been great in this game. It looks like it's a bit of a pot shot from Paz late on. It's taken a wicked deflection. It's actually gone down as an own goal. But we'll take it. We haven't been great. It's cannoned off Cook. Gone straight in the back of the net. Looks like we're heading to another victory. Can we hold on? We have held on. 2-1 Lions. Get in there. Playoff bounds. Right then, fellas. Final game of the season against Coventry. Now, I've actually just noticed, I had a look at the league table after the previous game against QPR. This could be an important fixture for us. So, we are currently in 5th. We are going to be playing Bristol City, whatever happens. However, we do have an opportunity to go above them. We've got a ridiculously better goal difference. So, if Bristol City lose to Wrexham, which looks unlikely, but Wrexham are fighting for their lives. They need to win. Preston have got a terrible goal difference. If Wrexham beat Bristol City and we get a point here against Coventry, we will go above them. So that means our second leg of the playoff tie will be at home. There's also a fight on for that last playoff position. As you can see here, Coventry, Sheffield United, Birmingham and Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough are probably out of it with their goal difference, but still have an opportunity in terms of points to get that 6th spot. So an important game all round here. A relegation decider for Wrexham, a playoff position decider, and the 6th spot up for grabs. So quite an important game. We were going to make some changes again, but I think we're going to now go with as strong as we can. We're going to make a couple of changes, not as many as we did in the previous game, but we're going to go pretty strong. And hope that Bristol City don't win against Wrexham, and then we leapfrog them into 4th. Well, you can tell I've been away for a few days. Just played that whole game. Forgot to press record. So, yeah, we managed to get a 92nd minute equaliser. It didn't matter anyway. Oh, Wrexham and Bristol City drew in the end, which is a little bit disappointing because we completely dominated the game. Yeah, should have won. We hit the bar, we hit the post in the first half. Niane was poor. Bristol City, as I said, have drawn with Wrexham. That's not enough to see Wrexham stay in the league. They've been relegated. Charlton have finished bottom. That's lovely to see. Yeah, if we'd have won the game or Bristol City had got beat, we would have finished 5th. Would have finished 4th. But in the end, doesn't matter. We will be playing Bristol City. We'll have that home leg first, away leg second. But yeah, apologies, guys. Forgot to record that one. What I'm probably going to do now is call it here for this episode. It's going to be a slightly shorter than normal episode. And then the next one will be the playoff games, which will obviously be important for how the save pans out. So we're going to leave it there. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you think about all the youngsters coming in. Let us know what you think about Gautier Ott, who I'm excited about in terms of next year as well. The formation change has completely transformed the season. That it started off slowly, the save, but we've managed to get into a playoff position, which I'm absolutely delighted about. I'm in two minds as to whether I want to get promoted or not, which some of you may find a little bit odd, but I'm still keen to try and develop as many youngsters as possible. Obviously, it's going to be much harder to do that in the Premier League. But yeah, in a little bit of two minds. So we'll see how the playoffs go. If you have enjoyed the video, as I said, please leave a like, please leave a comment. In terms of the videos and the channel, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please share it with anyone who you know loves Football Manager, who you think will love the content, or if they are a Millwall fan, please send it to them. And we'll see you in the playoffs.